today we have Steve Burns in the studio, so thank you for coming.
Can I make the mandatory introduction in case people don't know? Steve is also known as Steve from Blue's Clues.
I was about 200 years ago.
200 years ago.
Right.
Was the character named Steve, or did they just, was it like, I'm perfect for this role, my name is Steve?
No, my God. I think the character's name was Bob.
Bob. Steve is better.
When they gave me the role, they said, can we just use your name? And I said, yeah. And that was a bad idea.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
And-
you had a whole voiceover career before
Yeah.
Blue's Clues.
And during, voiceover has been my main job for the last 25 years.
And it's a-
I made a children's album with my buddy Steven from the Flaming Lips. We just expanded that for Audible. We just made like an
Nice.
audio book out of it, and that did very well.
What's it called for people who want
Oh, I'm sorry, I should do that.
plug yourself?
It's called For Everywhere.
Okay. The album and the book.
Yeah.
So we watched a couple of the Blue's Clues selects that you sent us.
Hell yeah.
And so we've got some Cartoon Confidential style questions for you, if
We've
you don't
got
mind.
some thoughts.
Now, was there ever any other costume choices for you to wear?
Right. Or is Steve kind of like Doug?
Blue's Clues is an homage to Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I wear the same thing in every episode, because he would do the sweater.
yeah.
It's all about those comforting traditions and rituals. They based mine on fruit stripe gum.
Yum! I love fruit stripe gum. Did they custom make that rug
Yeah,
for
they
you?
custom made it out of discomfort.
Blue doesn't talk. She communicates in kind of like kind of
That
very
was actually
cute.
pretty good, Ash.
Yeah, I used to do it a lot. I really liked Blue. Is she trying to talk? Is that like her method of communication?
Well, the conceit is that I understand everything she's saying.
So you hear words when she's being like,
That's right.
all right, that's cool. That's a
Did
pretty.
she ever bark?
Well, she bows.
Bow
Yeah.
bows. Okay.
And that's like, oh, that was so good.
That was good.
Yeah.
You didn't actually do that voice.
I
though.
did. No, I didn't.
Oh,
You're like, I actually did.
Ventriloquist style.
I was about to
on
say
the
like,
show.
can I hear them now, please?
No, I didn't.
So tell us a little bit more about why Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper were a thing, and why were they French?
They immigrated. You know, there was a condiment diaspora in the 80s, and they were part of that.
Why was everything animated except for you and the chair?
Well, we wanted it to be a storybook, really, and we wanted it to feel like I was in a storybook.
You have the chair in your house. That's pretty cool.
I believe I have the first one.
And do you let people sit in it?
Sure.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with our listening audience?
I'm really enthusiastic about the new reboot.
Can you tell us a little bit about what your role is?
I'm behind the scenes a lot.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
like Yoda, like they called me, and I'm
There.
older and bald and green, and I kind of like climb onto Josh's back. And, I'm writing, directing, and
That's
like,
awesome.
and all that stuff.
Fun.
And, kind of mentoring Josh a bit. 2 years ago, I did an interview for like Tech Insider or something. And they asked me like, would you ever come back to Blue's Clues? I'm like, no. And then I just kind of had an idea right there on the spot. I was like, but what would be funny is because Steve went to college, like he graduated college and he moves back to town, and now he's the world's worst detective. Angela heard that, and she was like, well, you have to come back, you have to do it. And I was like, I'm not coming back, I'm not doing it. And she talked me into it. And I was like, then we decided, well then, okay, Steve can help hand off
Yeah.
to the new audience, right? So I kind of like do like a FaceTime call.
Oh,
That's cute.
And instead of talking to Josh, I talk to them. Like, hey, can I talk to them?
Aw.
And he
that's so
holds the
cute.
thing out, and I'm like, will you help him the way you helped me?
Are you wearing a rugby?
I'm dressed as a detective.
Trench coat, full sit.
When I was on the show, I was so neurotic about it because I felt miscast. I felt like unqualified. I felt really like weird as that guy. If I could go back, I wish I could just be more present for it because it's such a gift now. It's so cool. The thing I got to do was so cool.
Yeah, everyone's so excited to have you on. You're so beloved. Thank you.
and also, when does the new Blue's Clues start?
November 11th.
Perfect.
So it's coming right up.
I can't wait.
Scary Mommy Speaks.
Did you date a lot of chicks because you were Steve?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I would.
Totally.
I can see that.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like,
Did they have dad issues?